Gold Class, Century Kid and Jar Jar Binks. Well, one of the best jockeys in Australia, Justin Sheehan, is in Brisbane today for one ride, and the horse in question is Century Kid, upon which he won the recent Wagga Town Plate. Century Kid races really well for the kindest hands in the business, and those hands belong to Justin Sheehan.
Justin, Century Kid, that was a fantastic win at Wagga about a month ago.
Yeah, made the race his own, was able to sort of dictate sectionals early and showed a real good turn of foot because of that, and was way too good.
And I mean, a massive weight. He carried 63.5 kilos.
Yeah, well, having drawn where he did and, as I said, running the race the way we did in the first sort of 500 metres, he could have probably carried 70 and won, so it was a great effort. You know, and dropping sort of 6.5 kilos on a victory, it's pretty good credentials going into today.
Will he bowl along in front again today?
Play by ear just for now. I'll talk to Graham in a second, but with this rain just now, I'd like to be forward, yeah.
He's had a month off since that run, and he's had a really good freshen up, and that's probably a good thing. He does turn in a good race when he's fresh.
That does suit me, I think it was a blessing in disguise. You know, taking on Felvalon, he looked unbeatable on the day, didn't he? So, you know, fresh, he goes well, as you stated, so, you know, looking good for today.
I know you won't be on him next week, but is he a genuine Stradbroke horse, do you think?
You know, you'd be a game person to say he's not, but at Group 1 level, getting to 7 furlongs, I feel may find him out, but I've had one ride on him for a victory, so it's, you know, I shouldn't judge him, you know. He's been good to me. I mean, I've had one ride on him, but having assessed him from afar for 2 or 3 seasons, maybe the 7 furlongs finds him out. He did run second to Shannon Quality over 1400, but he's only got 54 on his back. The weights are a query. They're all very close, but we'll see how he goes today.
All right. Just summing up, you're expecting him to run well?
Oh, absolutely. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't 100%. And as I said, dropping 6 kilos on a victory, be able to beat.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Matt.
Justin Sheehan, rider of Century Kid, who goes around in the QTC Cup, race 7.
Outlaws, 460. Chief's Deputy, 36. Kazier is 29. Ludlam, 39. Off.
A little bit tardy out of the gates, and one of the first out here, Nutcracker, and going quickly, Filatimo with Slipstream. Fidipides from the outside. There's not a great deal of speed, and Filatimo's left in front. From Nutcracker is up second. Third is up in the middle, Fidipides, and Nutcracker back to third. They're followed by Slipstream, Yellow King, and then Lady Wild. They're not going hard at the moment. Thong and Pushbike back on the outside of Timely Waters. Last of all, as you do, around the turn inside the 800, Filatimo over a length of Fidipides. 2 lengths to Nutcracker, 2 Slipstream. Yellow King the outside 5th. 2 lengths for the back, Lady Wild, followed on the inside by Timely Waters. Thong and Pushbike the middle, about 7 to 8 lengths off the lead, as you do last of all. Coming to the 650-metre mark, Filatimo held together a half in front of Fidipides. A length and a half Nutcracker, and then Lady Wild deep around the outside of Yellow King. Taken out wide as you do from Thong and Pushbike behind those Slipstream. And then came Timely Waters. Filatimo down on the inside, straightened about a half in front of Fidipides, followed by Nutcracker. Then as you do out wide with Lady Wild and Thong and Pushbike about 4 lengths off them. It's got a lot of ground to make up. Lady Wild out deep has hit the front now from Filatimo. Fidipides and Thong and Pushbike getting busy, but it might be too late, I'd say, because Lady Wild's in front of Filatimo, Nutcracker, then Thong and Pushbike, Lady Wild, Filatimo coming back. They brush together, but Filatimo comes back, wins it a half neck to Lady Wild, who clearly headed it. Third maybe Nutcracker from Thong and Pushbike. Then further back was the outside Yellow King from As You Do. Fidipides followed by Timely Waters and Slipstream back near the tail.
8 Filatimo, Brendan Fenwick, $6.80 and $2. 5 Lady Wild at $2.90 and 9 Nutcracker for third, $1.90.
Back to race 8 at Rose Hill. We're down to number 9. Chief's Deputy, $31. Kazier is 30. 11 Ludlam, 41. Jamuse is 21. 13 Quadri, 41. And Gallant Pride opens 85. Favourite Espresso Rose, 310 the win, 130 the place. Tips from Ian and the last 3, 1, 4 and 7.
Now Kembla race 6 in.
Our BK, then Marwin Golden, Bomberbill. Vladivostok's moved in. Trevor Skye and Jar Jar Binks is ready. Mushtig Me, High Panis has the rails. Susie Gray stands well. We've had steady showers since the running of the Oaks. Probably won't help horses like Susie Gray and Carpstad Way, but I don't think it's affected the track that much, if any at all. But there has been rain. Now they're all set to run now. Century Kid, the track
record holder stands up well. We're ready. QTC Cup. All set. Racing. Mustig Me Panis near the inside, the first to go. Sports Brat began quickly. Pembleton, Century Kid and Marwin Golden. Bomber Bill are going for speed. And at the first corner, Marwin Gold goes to the lead. Bomber Bill gets to second. Pembleton third inside. Century Kid in a close fourth. They've raced away by 2.5 to Travis Gay, followed by Crete. Gold Class is out 3 deep. Then Mustig B.I. Panas, followed by Sports Brat, City Shy and Jar Jar Binks a little bit wide. A gap our BK, followed by Maitland Gull, Susie Greyback second last and 4 to Vladivostok. On the bend of the 500, Marwin Gull by 1.5, Century Kid, Bomber Bill deep. Pembleton travels inside them on the rail. They're closely be followed by Mustig Me Panas, Travis Gay, Crete into the clear, followed by Gold Class, Jar Jar Binks on the fence and Susie Grey's going to come down the middle of the track and she's coming quickly. At the 200 metres mark, Marwin Gold is tackled by Pembleton. Susie Grey's rattling home down the outside, then Maitland Gold. Pembleton the leader, Maitland Gold and Susie Grey trying to get the Pembleton with Mustig Mihai Panis, but Pembleton's in front close to home. He'll stall them off, and Pembleton just wins, I'd say. Pembleton has just nosed out Maitland Gold. Third either Mustig Mihai Panis, I'd say, in front of Susie Grey. Then Jar Jar Binks, Travis Gay. The next home in the race, Marwin Gold, Century Kid failed to run home, then Vladivostok. Our BK Sports Brat, City Shy, followed by Crete, Gold Class, and last home, Bomber Bill. Photo finish. I think this has just lasted. Pembleton. Whoops, oh, here come the bounds. Oh, gee, it's close. The winner is 3 gets at Pembleton. 3 Pembleton has just lasted here, ridden by Brian York. Now 6 is second, Maitland Gold. 4 third, Mustig Me Panis, and 5 fourth, Susie Grey. Oh, Pembleton was dying. Maitland Gold, Mustig Me Panis and Susie Grey were diving, but he's just lasted to win by an inch. Pembleton. He's just got home here. It was a confident ride by York. He'd put the whip away and he decided to go hands and heels and just had the whip in the left hand, refused to go and pull it. And in the end, it's just got him home, I'd say. It's a very good ride. Gee, there's been some good riding here today. The numbers 3, 6, 4 and 5. 3 Pembleton, trained by John Morrissey and ridden by Brian York. Now the margins, short half head, short half head. The time for the race was 19.2. A short half head by a short half head, 19.2, home in 34.9. You have the numbers 3, 6, 4, 5 as we go downstairs to Matthew Browning with John Morrissey.
Alan, thanks very much. We had John Morrissey before the race and we've got him again, the winning trainer of Pembleton. John, congratulations. That was a very tight photo finish. Where you watched the race from, did you think he'd lasted?
I didn't know. I give up on photo finishes, but Brian sort of did the right thing. He doesn't like a flogging with the whip, this horse, and I think he learned from his last start, but he just got there, which was great.
He's a fairly determined horse. They were getting to him in the last little bit, but he found something.
Yeah, he did. He's done very well up here, and it's just lovely to win.
And John, you've had a few problems with him?
Yeah, he's had a wind operation, and, you know, he's had his problems, but, you know, this makes it all worthwhile.
He usually finds good form around this time of year, doesn't he?
Yeah, the horses do a treat up here in Queensland, and that's why we've got a horse here at the moment, and it's great to win.
Right, so where does he go now? A race like the Stradbroke or the Eyeliner Stakes?
Probably the Mercedes-Benz, and might even consider the Lightning next week, but one of those sprinting races.
You didn't have him in the Stradbroke, John?
No, it's too far for him, 1400.
1200s he's go.
As far as he likes, yeah.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice horse, Pembleton. He really is. He was a very, very good 2-year-old. In fact, he won a couple of good races at Canberra. I think the Black Opal and the Black Opal Preview and the Black Opal for John Morrissey. And the day he won the Black Opal was on a very much rain-affected track. So the shower of rain here certainly didn't hinder his prospects. Pembleton back to winning form in the QTC Cup.
Gosh, at the 200 metres mark, he looked like he was going to win by 3 lengths. He absolutely cantered to the front. And as it turned out, he just got there by enough to swear by, which is all they've got to do when it's all boiled down. Pembleton, 920 and 280. Maitland Gold, 260. Mark Tigmai Panis, 460. Quinella, 37 even. Trifecta, 898. Now, I feel as though we've been neglecting Cheltenham. So Colin the Brave, $10. Toile Bleu was a late scratching this morning. Just break that there. Brian York quickly with Matthew Browning in Brisbane.
Righto, John. Brian York's here. He's weighed in after the win in the QTC Cup. Well done, Brian. Just going through the finish of that race again, a photo, and they were getting to you in the last little bit. Were you confident you'd hung on?
I didn't know, they come at me real quick the last little bit and dived at me on the line, so I didn't really know. I was stopping a bit, and they were finishing fast, so it was too hard for me to tell, but I thought I was still a chance of winning, but I thought, well, it could go either way.
You kicked clear with about 100 metres to go. We just had a chat with John Morrissey after the race, and he said this horse doesn't really appreciate the whip too much.
No, we discussed that before the race. I rode him the other day and I run second on him, and I gave him a bit of a hammer on that day when he was stopping, but he's the sort of horse nowadays that he really is about a 1,000-metre horse, and at 1,200, if you just get stuck into him too early, he will walk the last little bit, so he just seems to appreciate just being cuddled a bit longer.
And Brian, just that track out there, how is it?
Yes, holding up good, no problem. Yeah.
After the heavy shower?
Yeah, it's, they're just still marking it, still a good track.
Okay. Yeah. Well done.
Thanks.
Brian York going home with the winner in the QTC Cup. Quite often the winner of that race goes on to the Stradbroke Handicap, but as John Morrissey said, that's certainly not the case with this fellow. The 1,400 metres would be too much to ask.
Well done, Matthew. A scoop grabbing Brian York immediately after he weighed in. Now,
Sorrento was able to just win. Got the bob in from Rare Eclipse, number 4, 3 Kennett third, 10 fourth. Now coming into line is Kessia. Gallant Pride still away, so to Colin the Brave, Currajong Mist, Manelli. She's been best back Manelli to beat Espresso Rose here. A dual acceptor scratched in race number 7, horse 11 Manelli to run here, horse 6. The old system of backing a dual acceptor, it's been pretty profitable over the years, like a last start winner within 7 days. Anyway, whether it will work here, time will tell. Read the dual acceptor. And talking about Manelli, one of the gatemen takes hold of Manelli and is leading her forward now. Danny Beasley aboard. 290 Espresso Rose. 580 for number 6 Manelli. And Colin the Brave to come in. 1,500, last of the day, the WS Superfecta. Ludlam has drawn the inside and they're ready for action now. And away they go on the last of the day. Immediately out the back goes Chief Deputy. And the well-tried Manelli jumped quickly, headed immediately by Jamuse, and right up there Colin the Brave, and the same can be said for Ika Matua. And Currajong Mist is going to find herself out very, very wide, followed by Outlaws, and then a gap to Mustard. A length and a half Espresso Rose deep, then Gallant Pride Ludlam, followed by Quadri Kessia. And Absolute as Chief's Deputy down to the 1,000 they travel. And here's a good battle for the lead with Colin the Brave taking it narrowly from Muse. A couple of lengths away, third is Manelli, keeping company with Ika Matua the inside, and deeper is Currajong Mist. A length further back is Mustard on the outside of Outlaws. Espresso Rose, no luck, very wide, followed by Gallant Pride in the middle, Ludlam the fence deep, Quadri the centre is Kessia, and Chief's Deputy is the tail ender, working their way down to the 600, and Colin the Brave in charge, a half Jamuse and 2 Manelli given every hope. A length the Currajong Mist around Ika Matua, followed by Espresso Rose going up on the outside of Mustard. Deeper still is Quadri, and then comes Outlaws, followed by Gallant Pride, Kessia, Ludlam and Chief Deputy, straightening up now. And Colin the Brave at the 350, a half length on Jamuse, a couple Manelli, Ika Matua, and on the outside is Espresso Rose from Currajong Mist. Mustard trying to weave clear, and likewise Outlaws, Kessia the outside. Any number of hopes coming down to the 100 marker. Espresso Rose, Outlaws got the inside run, and it's Outlaws hitting the front now, and it's Outlaws from Ika Matua, Colin the Brave and Espresso Rose. Kessia deep. Manelli, Chief's Deputy, Mustard, Currajong Mist, followed by Gallant Pride, Quadri, Ludlam, and Jamuse dropped out to run last. A rails hugging ride in the last of the day by Rodney Quinn on number 8 Outlaws for John Hawkes, and that's a winning double for John today. And on the tote, number 8 Outlaws has paid $5.30 and $1.90. You might remember last start he dead heated with Modern at Warwick Farm at a Wednesday program, and Corey Brown protested against Darren Beedman on Modern, got the race. Okay, nothing wrong with his inside section here at Rosehill. Waiting for the numbers in the last. Number 8 Outlaws will be first, coming down past the 150, any number of chances. But Outlaws darted through along the rails. Gee, I tell you what, was a big run too. She hasn't been beaten far. Espresso Rose, never ever any luck from the gate. Here are the numbers. Now, Ica Mature is second, number 5, and has returned a dividend of where are we here? Number 5, $3.10, and the judge still can't split third. 8, 5, and a further look at the finish links after the last event of the day. 1:30.82 the time, and the winner by Brocco from Balmaressa. And John Hawkes having a wonderful day in Melbourne today. I think he's only about 4 behind Lee Friedman in the premiership. He has to give Gai Waterhouse a big start here, and he's not far behind Gerald Ryan in Brisbane, so he's having a wonderful season. For 8, 5, and still the judge can't work out third. We'll take a break and then return with all the necessary details on the final event at Rosehill Gardens.
Great, Ian, thank you. Good calling today at the Gardens, and that brings down the curtain on the first official winter race meeting of the year, June 1st. Outlaws.
Nice run from there.
I'd say she'd probably just behind the main speed, probably 3rd, 4th, 5th. She's racing very well. I think she's on the up, and potentially she'd have to run very well in this race to be competitive in a Brisbane Cup.
So she's on trial pretty much.
I think so. I'm expecting a forward showing.
Good luck with her.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thanks for your time. Danny Nikolic rides Hill of Grace in the final event, which is a good race. It's the O'Shea Stakes.
OK, Matt, in goes the favourite at Sandown. She's Golden Class, and that's our cue to take you to Greg Miles.
Right, John, first 2 or 3 locked away now. She's Golden Class being joined in the gates by Shalaya Me. Ina's Treasure coming up with Eula Goodnight. Marusha's locked away with Lottie's Pride. Been a move here at odds for Marusha, who made ground last time out in probably the worst part of the track at Caulfield. In the race at Speaker won, and Speaker won again today, of course. She's Golden Class, the New Zealander, is the favourite. She has been easy on track, though. Contrary Lady's second pick, Shattered Love, the third elect. Here's Palace Archway coming in now. Nearly ready for the last on the card. Badger's Wood won the Even Stevens. Trainer predicting that we'll be seeing the best of him next year when he learns to settle better in his races, and the Warrnambool Cup and the Adelaide Cup are on the agenda. There is a long-range tip for you. Now, Speedway Girl moved along into the gates. Don't mind an impressive winner of the second. I'm sure we'll be winning again. And Lance Corporal took out the hurdle earlier today. Has been set for the Australian hurdle. Shattered Love moved in. Quaddy today paid $20,461.20 on 3, 16, 8 and 8. They're set for the last. And away they go at the 1,200 metres. And Shalaya Me was one of the first out. She's Golden Class jumped well. Ebony Beauty driving forward looking for the lead. Shattered Love had got away quickly as well. Marusha's back second last going by the 1,000 metres where Ebony Beauty made play. Ebony Beauty about 3 lengths in front. In second placing Shattered Love over on the outside of She's Golden Class. Break of 4 lengths to Speedway Girl, 1 Shalaya Me, Eula Goodnight, and then Palace Archway. Contrary Lady on the outside, trailed by Ina's Treasure. Marusha is second last, and Lottie's Pride. They're going quickly, 600 left to go. Ebony Beauty in front, She's Golden Class a length away second, Shattered Love a length away third, 4 lengths then to Speedway Girl, Contrary Lady, Eula Goodnight. Palace Archway coming through on the inside of them, and so is Ina's Treasure. Lottie's Pride well back, and so is Marusha and Shalaya Me. In the straight, She's Golden Class raced up and took the lead now. Shattered Love coming after her the outside. Ebony Beauty battling. Here's Palace Archway letting down with a run, and Marusha coming up on the inside. She's Golden Class the leader from Palace Archway, who's coming home well, and then Contrary Lady. Marusha's putting in a run. Palace Archway took the lead with 100 to go. Contrary Lady after her, but Palace Archway in front, and Palace Archway just last to beat Contrary Lady. Marusha might have got third from She's Golden Class, who just wilted on a run. Photo finished third, and then Lottie's Pride, who's made some ground. Ebony Beauty, followed by Speedway Girl. Then Shattered Love being trailed further back in the field by Eula Goodnight. Ina's Treasure next to last, and Shalaya Me was last in. Palace Archway living right up to a very good trial at Cranbourne. The wet track was the query with her, but she has won by about a head to a neck, or I suppose, on Contrary Lady. And third placing is a photo finish, and Marusha looks like it'll get that position ahead of She's Golden Class, who perhaps just needed the outing today. She travelled well around the home turn, but just wilted on her run. 6, 4 and 12 are officials. 6 Palace Archway first, winning double for Brendan Fennick here today. 4 second, Contrary Lady, Andrew Finlay, and 12 third, Marouche, ridden by Neville Wilson. 6, 4 and 12. Fourth in number 3, She's Golden Class, and fifth was number 11, Lottie's Pride, and they've run 114 even. Well, again, Marouche probably a victim of coming through on the inside. The better ground's been as wide as you can go here today. Palace Archway taking the prize here. 16.90 and 4.10 was a firmer on the tote. Wasn't any great money for her on track, I don't think. Did trial very well. I think Tony pointed that out earlier this morning. But the wet track was obviously the query. She hadn't had much exposure to it at all. But first up, she's done a good little job in getting home. 6, 4, 12 in the last on the program. Caulfield tomorrow, we've got a track report through. It's rated as heavy. They had 7.6 mils falling overnight. 5.26 is the penetrometer reading, so you can work on a heavy track for Caulfield tomorrow in the first at 12.18. Look forward to your company then.
Okay, Greg Miles. Thanks, Greg. Great calling as always at Sandown. And Brendan Fennick has had a big day, finishing off with Palace Archway in the last, and a day of long price winners everywhere. 16.90 and 4.10 Palace Archway. The PJ O'Shea Stakes, Brisbane, and Freemason 280, Carpstad Way $6, Brighter Scene 69, Viva La Vie 25, Citrus Prince 28, Hey Pronto 8.50, Ebony Honour 33, Grampians at $28. Over to Chrysler Mirage at 16, Yuppie at 35, Hill of Grace $6, Prize Gem at $7.50. Now there was a dead heat for third on the last at Rosehill Gardens, and it's 8, 5 and a dead heat between 1 and 2. Quinella.
Eagle Farm would be very happy with their Oaks day to day. Big crowd here, and Paul Hammersley and Gerald Ryan winning with the Bolter Monmecki. So they're set to go. Last event of the day. Freemason the favourite, and they're off and racing now, and Freemason left okay, about 2 from the outside. Yuppie over near the rails, the first to go. Citrus Prince out okay. Hey Pronto began well with Brighter Scene. Now just behind those, Hill of Grace, out wide of Freemason. Viva La Vie's the widest runner. And then came Ebony Honour, Carpstad Way getting back on the fence, followed by Grampians, Prize Gem, and last of all on the rail, Chrysler Mirage. Brighter Scene goes to the lead, past the 2,000 metres pole. Viva La Vie's outside it second. Hey Pronto gets into the box seat third, and Freemason finds himself fourth, one off the fence in a pretty good spot. A length and a half to Yuppie, who's fifth on the inside of Citrus Prince. Another length to Hill of Grace on the outside of Carpstad Way. Ebony Honour's 3 deep as they head to the back, and then Grampians followed by Chrysler Mirage and Prize Gem on the outside as last. Up to the 1,600 metres mark, and Brighter Scene's gone clear by 2, Viva La Vie. Hey Pronto third, the fence, 1 to Freemason. He's getting a nice run fourth. A length away, Yuppie fifth, a half to Citrus Prince. Carpstad Way's a little closer today. He's midfield on the inside, being followed by Hill of Grace. Ebony Honour obliged to race 3 deep. 1 Chrysler Mirage on the inside of Grampians and 2 to Prize Gem. They've completed half the trick as they head towards that 1,200 metres mark, where the leader Brighter Scene by 1.5. Make it 1 3/4, Viva La Vie. Hey Pronto's had a lovely run. He's third on the fence, and Freemason tracks him fourth. Yuppie fifth on the rails. 1.5 to Citrus Prince, and Carpstad Ways on the fence. The next is Hill of Grace. Ebony Honour still out 3 deep. Then came Chrysler Mirage. Grampian second last the outside, and last of all Prize Gem. They head down in the direction of the 800 metres mark, and Brighter Scene by 1, Viva La Vie. Hey Pronto third. Now Freemason. He's been stoked up on the outside. He's about to go forward. Yuppie races fifth inside. Citrus Prince and Carpstad Ways next on the inside. Hill of Grace improving. Then Ebony Honour followed by Grampians, Chrysler Mirage and Prize Gem as last. They're on the turn, and Brighter Scene led Viva La Vie. Hey Pronto peeling out 3 deep. Freemason 4 out under the bat. Yuppie's gone up near the fence. Prize Gem makes good ground, and Carpstad Ways pulled out. Brighter Scene led up the 300. Viva La Vie, Hey Pronto and Freemason on the outside, and then Prize Gem. Freemason going after Hey Pronto. Prize Gem gets to the outside. Hey Pronto and Freemason from Prize Gem. Hey Pronto is fought back. Freemason Freemason's having another dive. Freemason, Hey Pronto, they hit it. Hey Pronto, I think, a nose to Freemason. Third prize, Gem. Fourth home either Chrysler Mirage or Carpstad Way. The next home, Viva La Vie, followed by Grampians, Yuppie, Hill of Grace, Citrus Prince, Brighter Scene, and last home, Ebony Honour. Big finish. I think Hey Pronto may just get home here. Hey Pronto and Freemason, they whacked away. Now this low angle will definitely favour Hey Pronto. Would want to anyway. Hey Pronto, Freemason. The heads were out of sync. And here we go. The winner is number 6 is the winner. Number 6, Hey Pronto. Ridden by Brian York, has just won here. 1 Freemason, Corey Brown. 12 prize, Gem Grant Cooksley. Great Brisbane Cup Trial prize, Gem. And 9 fourth, Chrysler Mirage, Len Beasley. 6, 1, 12 and 9. 6, 1, 12 and 9. The numbers in the last with Hey Pronto. Well, Hey Pronto and Freemason were 3rd and 4th all of the way. Hey, Mayhaw, gee, there's the finish links. Have a look at the margin. Strike me right, it's almost a dead heat. But they made their runs together, Hey Pronto, Freemason. They loomed up at the 200 together and they whacked away. And the funny thing, I just got a sneaking suspicion that Freemason never got his nose in front of Hey Pronto down the running. Even though they made their runs together, Hey Pronto was always about, it looked to me to be about a half a head in front. And Freemason had another dive at him right on the line, and he's missed by a nose. And there goes the winner's margin. A nose with a length and a quarter between 2nd and 3rd. The time, 128.1. Oh, sorry, that can't be right. That's 228.1. That's a bit better. And they got home in 35.7. 228.1, 35.7. A nose by a length and a quarter. Quinella paid $7.50. The trifecta paid $114.60. All right, well, that just about concludes our telecast from the broadcast box of Eagle Farm this afternoon. What great racing. Monmecki in the Oaks, lovely jubbly, great ride by Brett Preble to win the Size Produce Stakes. Hey Pronto noses out, Freemason in the last, and a great finish by Pembleton, just getting over the line by a lip to win the QTC Cup. We've had it all. We'll be back here again next Saturday for the Amy Stradbroke and the Derby.
Good calling, Al. Well done. And it's Brian York's lucky day. Brian has been able to win 2 Group 2s today, both by an eyelash. Pembleton in the QTC Cup and the last. Hey,
she has got a bee in her bonnet, and there again she bursts open the back of the stalls. Another attempt to be made. On one occasion, I remember some time back, she got awfully fizzed up behind the gates in a real cranky mood that day, and she missed the kick, and then she bustled forward, went wide. She ran off around the corner and had to be eased down out of the race. So she can be a little bit finicky. Again, they push her forward. I think Jason Brown will be hoping it's going to be a case of the sooner the better. Not wanting to see this mare run a race before they get going. Now he's in a couple of minds as to whether to climb up through the back. Now he does. They've got her in. She settles. Brown quickly will be back into the saddle, and they're set to run. The Group 3 Roma Cup. All in 1,200.